Hey guys, sup? This is the first in a series of 3 videos where I dive into how to flip. This first one is about laptops. Now you may have one of these sitting around collecting dust, or a family member might have just donated you one, like this one here. Older laptops are a great place to start flipping. Some real small, simple changes that you can make to increase their value and make a nice little profit. So yeah, let's dive in and let's see what goes on. I'm Kyle, and this is PC Flipping. There's a couple of things we need to check first. Is the case damaged in any way, or does the screen have any dead pixels or huge scratches? If you answered yes, it may end up not being viable to flip. Another thing to consider is the laptop holding charge, and does the power supply still work? It may be worth checking out the cost to replace these parts now, as these things can eat into your profit. Okay, so now you've got yourself a quote-unquote working laptop, but I bet you it hasn't been used in a while because it's running proper slow. First thing to do would be to boot it up and get Task Manager open. From here, just do some day-to-day tasks like having 3,000 tabs open in Chrome, watch some random videos on YouTube. Actually, I thought the best test here would be to go to my YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. What? Just saying. Keep an eye on Task Manager whilst you're doing this and pay attention to what the memory and disks are doing. Take note of which are constantly hitting close to 100% usage. It could even be both. If by this point you haven't launched a laptop across the room, you may want to invest in some more RAM and an SSD to replace the mechanical hard drive if it doesn't already have one. I'd recommend at least 4GB of RAM for Windows 10, if you can, and either a 120GB or 240GB SSD, as they're currently not too expensive. If you type in the make and model of your laptop into Google, it will tell you how much RAM and what type you can install. From looking at the RAM in Task Manager, I can see that my laptop has 3GB of RAM in it, and a quick Google search tells me that it can take 8GB. I cracked the laptop open, saw it had a 2GB and a 1GB stick. Luckily, I had a spare 4GB stick, so I swapped it out for the 1GB, so I had a total of 6GB. All I need to do now is replace the mechanical drive of the SSD and install Windows. Here's a super quick comparison of boot times before and after the SSD install. With that new RAM and SSD, this laptop is now super responsive and runs pretty smoothly. I also brought a new battery as the current one was lasting no longer than 5 minutes, just like your dad. If you're not selling the laptop and if you're happy having it plugged in the whole time, then this really won't matter, but a new battery really does add to the resale value. Speaking of resale value, clean out all the biscuit crumbs from under the keys. Best thing to use here would be a can of compressed air and give the whole thing a wipe down. I normally use alcohol wipes followed by a regular cloth. So I guess you want to know how to sell this thing, right? Start with the facts. What's the make and model? Let people know you've refurbished it and upgraded it. Don't forget to mention the brand new battery if you've replaced that too. Got great boot times? Throw that in the ad. Let the general public know what they can use the laptop for. Ideal for working from home, schoolwork, Zoom, Office, and all those other soul-destroying applications. I wouldn't even bother mentioning about gaming, otherwise you're going to get a ton of kids asking whether it can play Fortnite and Warzone. Just make sure you do the math before buying anything and ensure you definitely can sell your laptop for a profit, otherwise it's going to be a big waste of time. So there we go, nothing more to it. If you do have any questions, then please leave a comment down below and I'll make sure to get back to you. Stay tuned for the next 2 videos where I'll be exploring office PCs and of course, gaming PCs. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.